Alright, time to talk about Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 for the Nintendo 64. The gameplay is pretty much everything you'd expect from an AKI game. You've got strong and weak grapples as well as taunting to build up momentum until you enter Special Mode, wherein you can execute your special move. There are a few differences in the gameplay to set itself apart from the game it was based on, WWF WrestleMania 2000. First is the combo system from WCW NWO Revenge, wherein you press B during a strong grapple and are able to do a series of strikes as well as an ending grapple if you so well please. Another nice feature is that when you enter Special Mode, you can taunt again, and if you complete the full motion, you'll enter a Super Special Mode, which gives you just enough time to maybe hit 2 Super Special moves if you're lucky. Either way, these are more or less guaranteed match enders so long as you don't suffer a rope break. The third and most interesting addition is an MMA grappling system. It isn't anything in depth, but at the same time, it's an MMA grappling system in a pro wrestling game, which was pretty new territory. The one downside is that fighters don't have finishers, but I guess that's more realistic. The presentation is great if you're a fan of late 90s All Japan Pro Wrestling. First off, the look of the entrances. You start off with a view of a wrestler backstage looking super intense and serious, followed by them walking towards the ring. If you want unique animations of any kind, those will not be found here. Following that, we have fully voiced in-ring introductions with the All Japan roster getting their names read, but everyone else is either 1P or 2P wrestler. This is really cool and the only AKI game to have this feature. One area where the presentation is undisputedly great is the arena selections. We've got the Nippon Budokan, the Tokyo Dome, as well as a variant with a walkway which I wish was in more games, the smaller yet still legendary Korakuen Hall, and the outdoor Kawasaki Stadium. And you've got to remember that outdoor venues were very rare during this era of wrestling video games. Sure, that's not a lot of arenas, but each one looks super unique and they all stand out. As far as the roster goes, like I said, you've got a legendary list of late 90s All Japan icons to choose from. Mitsuharu Misawa, Kenta Kobashi, Akira Taue, Big Van Vader, etc. And it's a good thing that they did because there was a massive, and I mean massive, exodus from All Japan to form the promotion Pro Wrestling Noah just 5 months after this game's release. On top of that, there are tons of knockoffs of wrestlers from New Japan Pro Wrestling, FMW, Michinoku Pro, as well as several legends and Dos Caras. And if you want to create your own future legend, of course you can do that, as well as edit the in-game roster. Gotta love the mask editor system, not the most in-depth, but it's way more than what any game was doing at this point. And the logic editor is really robust, although you will need to pull up a translation guide to make it work. There's also a single-player mode, which is fine, not my thing since it isn't narratively driven, which is understandable given this game is based off of 90s All Japan. That, and it just wasn't the style at the time until AKI's WWF No Mercy hit shelves later on that year. I can understand why others can enjoy it, but it just isn't for me. Overall, AKI's Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 is still a classic. Do I think people whose only experience is with modern games will enjoy it? No idea, but it can't hurt to try. There aren't 50 different match stipulations, but what's here is good. And by the by, if you emulate it, there are save files like the one I'm using that have the names translated because yes, they are in Japanese by default. Are AJ Styles and Samoa Joe correct when they claim that Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 is the best wrestling game of all time? Once again, no idea, but also once again, I can still have fun with it, so that makes it good enough for me. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and per mayhaps, check out my Patreon if you're monetarily healthy enough to do so. The next episode is going to be another wrestling game, so be sure to join me for that bit of radness.